Hi everyone, Matthew here at AAWeatherWatch, taking a look at the weather through the course of the coming week, through Monday the 10th and up to Friday the 14th of April. Taking a quick look at satellite imagery, just looking at the bigger picture across the North Atlantic, and it is prudent to highlight a few features of interest, primarily this region of cloud over parts of the northeast of the USA and eastern areas of Canada. This region of low pressure will move across the North Atlantic through the course of Monday and into Tuesday to perhaps bring some wet and windy weather to more northern areas of Ireland and the British Isles in general through towards the middle of the week. But otherwise there is a lot of clear skies in general across the North Atlantic, and this essentially highlights quite a decent amount of high pressure, and overall through the course of the week there will be a lot of fine weather, but emphasis is on some cool, if not rather cold conditions at times, with some late frosts certainly possible through the course of the coming week, and especially perhaps through the middle and latter half of the week as winds become more northerly. So let's quickly take a look at some of the forecast weather charts now in the next couple of days to put the details onto the forecast. Very little to show you on rainfall radar. Many areas are starting the working week predominantly dry, albeit quite chilly. Monday's weather chart shows high pressure just to the west of the country, and that is dominating the weather through the majority of the day. A few light showers can't be ruled out across parts of Ulster and some eastern areas of the country, but otherwise again high pressure just to the west and southwest, and that will maintain relatively dry and settled conditions across the country with some brighter sunny spells and variable amounts of cloud. But it will be quite a cool and if not chilly day, especially where cloud is more persistent. As you can see on Monday's weather chart too, there is a weather system approaching from the west, and that is what may well dominate the weather through the course of Tuesday. So we move into Tuesday and the weather becomes a little more unsettled. Essentially what may well develop through the course of Tuesday and into Wednesday is a distinct north and south divide in conditions. As you can see, low pressure dominant to the north of the country and high pressure influential just to the south. So essentially the further north you are across the country through the course of Tuesday, the weather will overall become more unsettled. Quite windy too, note the close proximity of the black lines, these isobars indicating quite a blustery westerly wind developing through Tuesday. So again, more northern areas, potentially quite cloudy with outbreaks of rain and showers developing through the course of the day, whereas the further south you are, particularly across central and southern areas of the country, then another relatively fine and dry day is expected, with perhaps even some bright or sunny intervals too. We move through towards the middle of the week and we begin to see a change potentially from the north or northwest, which will likely lead to quite a significant drop in temperatures, with temperatures becoming below average through the second half of the week, which again for the time of year will lead to still some quite cool if not quite cold conditions with overnight frost. Wednesday's weather chart shows a weather system trying to move down from the north. This is a cold front, and as the name implies, following on behind will be colder air potentially directly right from the north up from the Arctic. So an area of low pressure clears away to the east of Ireland and the British Isles, higher pressure to the west and southwest, and these two features combine to lead to quite a cool, if not cold, showery day across the country, with again temperatures dropping from the north through the course of Wednesday afternoon. Later on in the week, the high pressure just to the west and southwest then continues to dominate, so there will be a lot of dry weather through the second half of the week, but temperatures will be below average, so feeling quite chilly even by day, and by night there will be some late frosts as well. So gardeners beware, if you've put out any tender plants, that frosts are certainly possible through the second half of the week. Just to highlight this changing conditions, changing temperatures as the coming week progresses, are these weather charts. Essentially wherever you see the red colours and the pink colours indicating well above average temperatures and warm if not very warm weather, where you see the blue shadings, think obviously cooler if not colder conditions. So here we are on Monday, and through the early part of the week temperatures generally near to average, but still with some chilly nights. However, it is by the time we get towards the middle of the week, as I've indicated, you can see, note how the blue shadings filter down from the north. Here we are now late Wednesday and through into Thursday, April the 13th, and those cooler and blue shadings filter southwards across all areas of Ireland and the British Isles to end the week, essentially indicating this change to quite cold conditions for the middle of April, again through the middle and latter half of the coming week. So let's take a quick look at the temperatures now through the course of the coming week, a specific look as temperatures trend through the next few days. Through the rest of Monday, temperatures generally around about 7 to 10 degrees, which is a little bit below average for the time of year. Another chilly night potentially on Monday night through into Tuesday, but temperatures through into Tuesday potentially reaching double figures, somewhere in the region around about 9 to 11 degrees Celsius, so close to average for the time of year. However, as I've indicated, through the middle and latter half of the week, temperatures then drop away from the north. So by the time we get to the end of Wednesday and through into the overnight period, as you can see, Wednesday night through into Thursday potentially producing quite a widespread frost across inland areas. Temperatures maybe even down to -1 or -2 degrees Celsius, which is certainly quite low for the middle of April, and again highlights and emphasises this risk of some frost developing as the coming week progresses. Temperatures through the course of Thursday the 13th, for example, no higher than around about 6 to 8 degrees Celsius, so certainly a chilly feel to the weather through the back end of the week, and again through on Thursday night and into Friday. As you can see, minimum temperatures certainly near to freezing, so again a renewed risk of frost on Thursday night and through into Friday, which continues to highlight a pretty cold end to the coming week. So let's finally summarise that in our weekly weather summary. Through the rest of Monday the 10th, it has been a chilly start with a little frost, but otherwise the rest of the day pretty decent. Some brighter sunny spells and predominantly dry for many. Rather cool though, if not rather cold. Through into Tuesday, essentially more of a north and south divide begins to develop. Further dry weather is expected for many central and especially southern areas, but with perhaps wet and windy weather developing across northern areas as Tuesday progresses. And then through the second half of the week, whilst there will be plenty of fine weather, with the exception of some scattered showers, emphasis will be on quite a cold period of weather developing as winds become more north or northwesterly through Wednesday and into Thursday, with temperatures certainly becoming below average, chilly days and with some quite cold nights, and watch out for some late frosts developing through the second half of the week. So that's all the details for the forthcoming week. Thanks for tuning in and all the very best.